and they always do this. They always do this, right? One of these cards is a powerhouse. What we have is 3 main events, and they're all 3 rematches of 3 great events, epic events. So they're being that we have 3 rematches, we're going to have on our hands out of one of these bouts, out of one of these rematches, what's called a rubber match. A rubber match means a third contest. You guys went 1-1. That means one guy got the first nod, the other guy got the second nod. The third one is for all the fucking marbles. Has to happen since we have 3 matches here. We have Jones versus Gustafsson at UFC 178 in September. TJ Dillashaw versus Renan Barao 2, which I am so excited for. It sells itself. The UFC doesn't have to say a goddamn thing. They don't need to say shit, nothing. Perfectly understood. They're fighting again. I watched that fight live. My fucking mind was blown. I couldn't believe what was happening. And again, he didn't need to finish that fight. But TJ Dillashaw had no business going out there looking to headhunt Renan Barao after he had already beat him down for 4.5 rounds. Looking to finish is absurd, and that's exactly what he did. He looked to finish, and he did finish him for the first time in 10 years, too, as a 9-1 underdog, and is currently carrying his strap around Sacramento, California, with Uriah Faber and Chad Mendes, who will be fighting Jose Aldo for the second time. The first time they fought, it was in Brazil. Could have been called early. That waist of that Irishman. That belt is going around the waist of that Irishman soon. Okay, now that that's out of our systems, and I know you think the same, and if you don't, I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get you. What the UFC likes to do is one of these 2 events is going to be excellent. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be incredible. The other one's going to suck. Let me show you what I mean. The co-main event for UFC 178 is Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Now, coming off the heels of literally blowing through Diego Brandao in UFC Dublin, I didn't even see how he beat Brandao. I just saw lead uppercut, hook, down. I don't even think he broke a sweat or got touched. Didn't see it. Conor McGregor is a top five flyweight. There's no doubt about it. He just needs to prove it. This is his chance. This is a huge step up. It's a pay-per-view card. But he's had pressure before. What's pressure? I mean, what's more pressure than fighting in your hometown of Dublin, coming back in a year, talking all that shit, I'm gonna eat your soul, having a fucking Brazilian that won the Ultimate Fighter come into your hometown saying he's gonna fucking beat your ass. You say, I'm gonna fucking knock him out in the very first round, and then do exactly that. This guy's for real. He's no bullshit. He's talented. Look at his striking. It's pinpoint. His fucking angles are incredible. His takedown defense is awesome. The thing we haven't got to see from McGregor too much is his ground game. Too bad, the fight only lasted about a minute because Brandao couldn't show shit. It seems like whoever McGregor fights, they can't show the ground game. But I have a feeling against Poirier, we will see it because he does favor the head and arm choke, the Darce choke. And I think McGregor will be ready for it. But, that's our co-main event. Our main event is John Bone Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. Conor McGregor is currently a 2-1 favorite over Poirier. Poirier is a plus 130, so he's just a slight underdog. John Bones Jones, 3-1 favorite, minus 270. Alexander Gustafsson, plus 230. So, 2-1 underdog, 3-1 favorite, as this is up right now. Now, UFC 177 cracks me up. Renan Barao, TJ Dillashaw, of course, too, another rematch. And then our nice co-main event of Demetrious Johnson and Chris Cariaso. Now, for anybody that watched UFC Fight Night Cerrone versus Miller last week, you know that we have a new #1 contender in John Lineker. This guy has finished every one of his opponents. He didn't have to take this guy out. He was winning clearly on scorecards. One big bomb, put his opponent away. Lineker has got something for Johnson. Chris Cariaso does not, and this proves it. These are professional odds makers. No one makes odds like this. They don't want to lose this kind of money. Now, if you can see this, let me get it in clear here. I have never seen a larger favorite in my life. Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, my friends, is currently sitting very pretty as a minus 1425 favorite. He's a minus 1425 favorite. Minus 1425. Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson is a 14.25 favorite. That is the largest I've ever seen, folks. I've seen Ronda Rousey as a minus 1,200 against Miesha Tate. I've seen her maybe 1,250. I've seen 1,100, but nothing like this. 14.25. What that means is that's a guaranteed victory. Guaranteed. I mean, why not? Why not wait a couple more days? Watch Lineker knock this dude out. Give it to Lineker. Don't know. I mean, the UFC rolls in strange ways. So, in one event, we get an awesome main event with Conor McGregor, who's looking to prove himself. Wants nothing more than a quick turnaround, a top 5 guy, beat him down and straight into title contention. And another guy, that just kind of just fell into fighting one of the men who's on the UFC pound for pound list, and he weighs 125 pounds, who I believe definitely deserves to be on there. I mean, Mighty Mouse is a beast, and Chris Cariaso doesn't belong in that octagon with him. So, kind of confusing. But my question to you is, which one of these fights is going to end up a rubber match? Jones versus Gustafsson, TJ Dillashaw versus Renan Barao, or Aldo versus Mendez? I'll leave that up to you. Comment section. As of right now, Aldo is a 2-1 favorite over Mendez. Mendez is a slight underdog. I believe it's plus 180. Jones is a minus 270. Gustafsson, a minus 230. TJ Dillashaw, a minus 230. Barao, plus 170. It's the way it works, folks. Conor McGregor, slight favorite ahead of long, rangy, lanky fighter. Again, Cole Miller's teammate at ATT. If he wins this fight, it'll certainly change people's minds. Hopefully leapfrog some people. If Jose Aldo gets hurt again, pull out. Maybe he and Mendez can do some sort of interim title. Get there quicker. Like I said, I'm on the Conor McGregor bandwagon. I can't wait the Irishman to get that strap. Public 101. Let me know who you think is going to go at it next year for the rubber match.